Hello lovelies. As you can tell, I'm in a little bit of a different venue today. This is a hotel room in Tampa, Florida, where Dylan and I are on vacation, our very first day of vacation, and we are going on a cruise this week. So we are going on the Royal Caribbean, Grandeur of the Seas, and we are so excited. This is going to be my third cruise and Dylan's first cruise, and I just thought it would be fun this week as we're going through and I'm getting ready for each day just to do a chatty get ready with me video, just to show you just a little bit of where we are and to share some pictures and videos and just to create a little bit of a time capsule for our trip this week. So I'm really excited. I can't wait. We are in the hotel getting ready to go get on the ship today. So I just want to share a little bit of our experience getting into Tampa, and then just a little bit of what we have planned for this week while I'm getting ready for the day. So come along with me and let's make up the rules. So yesterday we drove to Tampa and we arrived, and the first thing that we did was we went ahead and went to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. We do not have one close to where we live, so we always jump at the chance whenever we can to go to the Cheesecake Factory. It's definitely one of our favorites. So we had a great time going to dinner last night. It was Friday night, so we went ahead and made an account with them so that we could make a reservation, and we were so glad that we did because they were really busy. But it was at one of the shopping centers here, one of the malls. It was a really nice mall. They had a lot of real high-end stores there. So we ended up arriving a little bit earlier than we thought we would. We got here around 6 o'clock and our reservation was at 7. So, you know, when we came in, we realized there were a lot of people already at the restaurant. So we went ahead and just walked around the store just a little bit, just decided to take that opportunity to just look around, see what they had. And, you know, it wasn't a lot of stores that we really were terribly interested in, but just a little time filler. We did go in Williams and Sonoma, which was a lot of fun. It was cool just to see all the beautiful kitchenware that they had in there. That was probably our favorite store as we were walking around the mall. But we definitely really enjoyed just having something to do while we were waiting, and we got a really cute picture with a little sign that was specific to Tampa, so that was really fun. And it was not the best weather yesterday. It was not great cruise weather. It rained pretty much the entire day that we were driving, just off and on, and so we were really a little bit nervous about the trip and just kind of hoping that it's gonna end up being a pretty good trip for us. It will have good weather, especially as we are going down into some of our excursion locations, our port, and we're really hoping that it'll just end up being pretty good weather for us. So we are very excited about this trip. We realized last night that Dylan forgot his flip-flops, so we were going to run to either Target or Walmart this morning and pick him up a new pair of flip-flops. So we'll have those when we go to the beach and when we go to the different pool areas and things like that, so he'll be able to join in on those. And then after we stop by and get him some flip-flops, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to the port. We didn't realize until probably a couple weeks after we had booked our trip that the time that you do your online check-in in terms of weeks determines how early you can do your actual check-in the day of embarkation, which that really makes a big difference when you're getting on the ship either 10:30 or 3:30, you know, in the morning or the afternoon. So as soon as we realized that, we were like, oh no, let's go ahead and do our online check-in, because we were just kind of waiting until a little bit closer to our cruise time. But we were like, oh, let's go ahead and do that now. And so we did the online check-in several weeks ago, and we were able to get a 12 o'clock p.m. check-in for today. So that's going to be our time today. So we're getting ready. We're just enjoying the morning. We got to sleep in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and go to Walmart, pick up those flip-flops, and then we'll just leisurely head over to the port and get everything checked in and be able to get on the ship today. As I mentioned earlier, we are going on the Grandeur of the Seas. This is Royal Caribbean's oldest and smallest cruise ship. So it's definitely not as fancy or as exciting maybe as some of their newer cruise lines. But we are really excited just to go on this. We don't think it'll be necessarily a party ship, which would be good for us. We're definitely not real big party people, so we're looking really to have just a very fun and relaxing cruise and vacation this week. A lot of the vacations that we've gone on recently, we went to New York City last year. We've gone to Disney World a couple of times over the past couple of years, and as fun as those are and as much as we really enjoyed both of those trips, they were a lot of walking and very tiring. And by the time we got back from our vacations, we really felt like we needed another vacation. We just really didn't feel like we even were able to get the rest that we needed. So we are really looking forward to just hanging out on the cruise ship, going on some fun and easy excursion, just really being able just to enjoy this week, get some rest, really just be able to take a break. That's something that we're both just really needing and looking forward to, especially as we're both going into some busy seasons at work and really just needing some time just to relax and just kind of recover from the previous part of the year as we're going into this last part of the year, the last few months. We definitely love the last few months of the year, October, November, and December, all the holidays and everything. It's so much fun. It's just such a good time of year, but it's a busy season. So we really want to just take advantage of this time we have and go ahead and just go on a little trip, enjoy that time, and just enjoy the time together. That's definitely something we're both really looking forward to, is just getting to be together all day, every day. You know, that's just something that we just love being together, and we're just really looking forward just to hanging out, enjoying some good food. We're really excited about the food and all of the activities that they're going to have on board. I definitely wasn't sure with it being their oldest and their smallest ship. You know, they don't have all the water slides and the crazy sport adventure activities and the mini golf and all of that, but they've got a lot of fun activities planned. It looks like we have a really good cruise director, so I'm excited just to get on the ship and get to see all the fun things that they have planned for us. And we brought some fun activities as well. I got some headphones that I can use with my phone to listen to music while we're just hanging out around the ship. We've got some card games, just some little games that we brought. We've got some coloring books and stuff like that. So we definitely got a few things that we can just lounge and hang out and just be able to do while we're on the ship. So we're really looking forward to that. The cruise that we're going on is going to go into the Bahamas as well as Royal Caribbean's private island called Perfect Day at Coco Key. So we are really excited just to be able to go to each one of those places. So yeah, it'll be Bahamas, Perfect Day at Coco Key, and also Key West, Florida is going to be our last port that we're going to go into. So we're really looking forward to it, getting to just go to those different places and places that Dylan's never been, that I've never been. I have been to Nassau, Bahamas, but I have not been to Bimini. That is one of our other stops. And then Key West, neither one of us I think have ever been there. So we're just really looking forward to just diving in and getting to see all the different ports, getting to see all the different things that they have to offer, and we're really looking forward to the excursions that we have planned as well. We're really looking forward to our first day today. We are going to go ahead and I think first thing once we get on the ship, once we get to the port, we're going to go and we're going to check our baggage. So we are going to be able to give them our 2 suitcases that we have. And then we also have a few carry-ons and, just a couple of personal items. I've got my purse, and Dylan's got a drawstring bag that he brought just to carry things around the ship. And so we are going to go ahead and go and check in our luggage. We'll drop that off at the port and we'll get checked in. And then we will, once we get on the ship, one of our first priorities is to go and do our muster drill. We went ahead last night while we were in the hotel. We did the online portion of that. So we were able to go in and we could watch a couple of safety briefings about life jackets and what to do in the case of an emergency. And then it also has their emergency horn. So know what it sounds like. It just plays a little audio recording of it on your phone. and so we were able to go ahead and do that last night. So today, as far as I know, I haven't done it like this before, but as far as I know, we're just gonna go get on the ship, and we have an assigned muster drill location. So we're gonna go and do a check-in, just let them know we've done the safety briefing, and just make sure that we know in the case of an emergency. I think that's gonna be our assigned location. So that's where we'll go if there is anything that unfortunately might happen when you're on a cruise ship. But of course they say it's in the unlikely event. But definitely just we want to have that safety first and make sure that we know where to go in the case of an emergency. So that'll be the first thing that we'll do when we get on the ship, is go and check in for that. And then once we've checked in with our muster drill, I think Dylan and I are going to go over to the main dining room, and we're going to check in with them. We just want to see where our table is. We did do the late dining, so we're going to go over and we're going to just check in with them, see just where our table is. We personally would prefer to be just us at a table. Sometimes on a cruise ship they may seat you with some other passengers, which some people really like. They go on a cruise just to have a social experience and they want to get to know other people. So definitely, if you are interested in that, that's a great opportunity to meet other people and be seated with someone every night that you can go and you can make a new friend. But Dylan and I really want to focus this week on us and just spending time together. So we are going to stop by the main dining room, and we're going to ask them if we can see where our table is, and if we are seated with someone else, maybe if we could get moved to our own individual table just so we could have that space together. Definitely, I'm not sure what all the options will be, but I would love to get a table by the window, just a little table for two by the window. I think that would be really sweet, and I would love to be able to sit there throughout the week. It may be dark by the time we're eating. I don't know, with it being summer, it might be a little bit light when we first go, but we do have the late dining, so we won't be eating till about 7:45 or 8 o'clock at night. So definitely it might be a nice time to be able to see the sunset on some of the nights. So we'll just have to see what they have available and how they're able to accommodate us. Any videos or pictures I've seen of the main dining room, it is beautiful. I don't really think there's a bad seat in the house, so I'm definitely gonna be happy if we could just get a table just for us, just so we can sit together and just enjoy our meals. So we definitely want to ask about just where our table is, and just kind of get a feel of what it looks like, because I think we will be at the same table every night for dinner. We are planning to go to the main dining room every night for dinner. Then we also want to ask them, because we're doing the late dining, we want to know, should we go to the earlier show or the late show? Just what would be better for coordinating. We're thinking the late show. It typically starts around 9:15 and our dinner is at about 7:45, so we think we should have plenty of time. And I was reading online, if you let your servers know that you are trying to leave and go to a show, that they usually will expedite the process for you and really help you to get out, so that you can make it for your show. So we're definitely thinking that's probably what we'll end up doing, but we just want to double check, make sure that we're doing everything in the best timeline, because every time they have a headliner show, I would love to go and just try to see it, and to see the different opportunities that they have available for the entertainment. Is getting to go and see the shows and enjoying the dinner and the food and everything. So that's always just a really fun part of a cruise and a trip to me. So we are really looking forward to the dinners. It does look like they have themed dinners, so every night has a different menu, and a couple weeks ago they went ahead and posted all of the menus on the app. So we were able to go through and kind of start picking out what we think we want to get. We're really looking forward to all the different options. They have different things, like tonight, for the first night, is going to be a welcome aboard dinner. So it's got some really nice food that they're going to be offering. And then on the different nights, they will have different countries that they focus on, the flavors of different countries, the things like flavor of France, flavor of Italy, flavor of Mexico. So we're really looking forward to getting to try different kinds of foods from different places. And one of my favorite things about the food on a cruise is it's pretty much unlimited, so you can try all kinds of different things. You get to try really new things and just get to experience all these different aspects of that meal. And so you know, when you go in, if you want to try 2 different appetizers or 2 entrees or 2 desserts, whatever you want to try, you can just ask for it and they'll bring it out to you. So there's definitely on the menus a couple of different things that sound really good to us, so we're looking at maybe just trying some different things, having some sample platters so we can share and just get to really experience those meals and try them out. So we're really excited for that. And like I said, our check-in time isn't until noon today, and so we're not going to be eating until after we get on the ship. So like I said, we'll go do our muster drill. We'll probably go check in at the main dining room and just get everything squared away there, make sure that we've got everything situated the way that we would like it for our trip. And then after that, we are going to go do one of the first things that most people do when they get on the ship, and we're going to go to lunch. So we're going to be going to the buffet that they have on the ship. It's called the Windjammer. So that, I think that is the name of the buffet on every Royal Caribbean ship. So, you know, we've been watching some YouTube videos and just getting ready for everything and just knowing what to expect, and all the food that they have at the Windjammer just looks amazing. They have so many options, just anything you could ever imagine or dream of or could possibly ask for, they've got there. So we are really excited just to hop over there. That's going to be, you know, once we kind of get a couple of the just things situated, we're going to go eat lunch. So we're really looking forward to getting to do that, just getting to try that out and just see what all they have to offer. So we'll stop by, we'll go to lunch, and that'll probably take up a little bit of time. And then after that, I think we're probably just gonna go explore the ship. It'll be our first time ever going on the ship for both of us, so we're really looking forward just to checking it out, exploring it, seeing what all they have. And I know one of the things they have is they have an adults only pool, 18 plus, called the Solarium. So I think we'll probably go check that out to see what all is over there. I think they do have a little cafe or restaurant or something in there. So that'll be a nice place if we're ever looking for a snack, especially if we're hanging out by the pool, just getting a little snacky throughout the day. That would be a good place for us to pop over and just see what they've got. So we're really looking forward just to looking around the ship, and we'll probably just spend some time hanging out and everything before it'll be time already to go to dinner. So we'll probably go back to our cabin, or at least when we're able to get into our cabin. It's not available as soon as you get on the ship. It takes a couple of hours for them to get everything cleaned and ready and situated for the next group of passengers to hop on. So we'll be heading over there. We'll get into our cabin, get our sea passes, the little cards that we have just to get into the room, as well as to go to different events and excursions and all kinds of things. That's kind of just your key to the world, so to speak, on the Royal Caribbean ships. So we'll definitely need to pick those up when we go to our room, get everything situated. We definitely think our room's probably going to be pretty small. We have an inside stateroom, so we'll get in there and we'll just see how we can kind of get everything situated, kind of get moved into the cabin for the week. We're hoping they'll have some hangers. We can hang our clothes and just get everything put away. We're hoping there will be a decent amount of storage just for toiletries and things like that as well. So we'll go back to our cabin, just kind of get the lay of how everything's situated, and we'll get our stuff unpacked, and then we will probably get changed and get ready for dinner, put on our nice outfits that we have, and definitely get going over there for that. Definitely one of the things that I'm really enjoying about this cruise is they have a lot of themes for every night. So some of the different themes that they will have, they have 2 dress your best nights. Those are going to be the formal nights. So really that is anything from, you know, some people that may not participate and dress pretty casually, all the way up through, you know, a black tie affair kind of dress, tuxedos, suits, ties, all of that, ball gowns. So I'm really excited to see everybody dressing their best and participating in that theme. And then they have a white night, so everyone can wear white clothes, so that'll be really pretty. That'll be, I think, our last night. and then there's a 70s night and a tropical night. So definitely a lot of different themes. I love themes. Every room decorated in our house has a theme to it. I just absolutely love themes. It's such an easy way to decorate and to dress and all things. I love different themes, so I'm really looking forward to getting to participate in those. They started posting them on the app a couple weeks ago, so as I was starting to put all of my packing list together and everything, they had all of that available, and so we were able to go ahead and start packing just to suit what was going to be taking place on the ship. So it's really cool to have all of that information ahead of time, being able to match what you're going to wear to what they have themed. And I really feel like they do a good job theming the menus for each night with the dress for each night. So that's a lot of fun to really be able to just combine everything together. It really does have just a great overall theme for each day. So I'm really excited about that. And it really did make packing very, very simple for this trip. Just being able to see exactly what to wear for each night, that really just took a lot of the stress out. It made it just really simple just to be able to go, okay, it's a tropical night, so I'm going to wear a tropical outfit or whatever the theme was. So I'm really excited to get to wear a different outfit today because we're embarking on the ship and it's just our first day. I've got a little blue and white striped dress on, and I'm going to have an anchor necklace I'll put on here in just a little bit. And I've got some red accents to go with my outfit, so that'll be a really nice way to really just start out the trip and have just a really cute, fun look. And then tonight we are going to go to the welcome aboard dinner, so I also want to kind of match the outfit and the makeup that I'm putting on this morning and be able to have a really cute, nice outfit to wear to dinner. So I ended up getting a really pretty sparkly blue skirt that I'm going to wear to dinner tonight. And then as you can see here, I'm putting on some blue and sparkly white eye makeup, so that'll match my skirt tonight and it'll look real pretty and just definitely just a cruise under the stars kind of look that I'm going for. I'm gonna wear that with a white top, so I'm really excited just to have some coordinated themes with all of my outfits. I tried to, the best I could, coordinate my day outfits with my swimsuits with my evening outfits, so I could hopefully put makeup on one time in the morning, have everything coordinate together and match as we're going throughout the day. And I'm just really excited. I love makeup. I love coordinating outfits. That's one of my favorite things to do, is matching my outfits to my makeup and putting different looks together. So I am very excited to get to do that throughout this trip and really just wear some fun outfits on the cruise. So looking forward to sharing my makeup looks every day and also getting to share the outfits that I'm wearing and some pictures and little clips of videos. So we're very, very excited for this cruise. We booked it probably about a month ago. We booked it at the beginning of July, and then here it is almost mid-August and we're finally getting to go. I know it wasn't very long. I know some people book their trips years in advance, and we're kind of last minute trip planners. We just kind of decide, okay, we want to go on a trip and we'll book something and go pretty quick. That's just, I don't know, I'm not great at planning out on trips. I usually just go kind of when the mood strikes us, I guess, but we are really looking forward to it. It's felt pretty long over the past month. We've been really just looking forward to it, getting ready for it. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. It's just been a lot of fun just to see what other people have gotten to experience, just kind of helping us to get some ideas in our heads of kind of what to expect, what it might look like, what it might be like, tips and tricks, all kinds of things like that. So we are really, I feel like, pretty prepared for a trip, pretty prepared for just kind of what to expect, what kinds of things we would like to participate in, what maybe we might want to skip. So we are very, very excited for this. So I'm not sure what all tonight is going to hold for us. I know we are going to go to lunch, we'll check out our cabin, check out the ship, and then we'll go to dinner tonight in the main dining room. And then they are having a show tonight that I believe it's a comedian, but he's just doing a welcome aboard show for us. So that'll be a lot of fun, just a nice way to kick off the trip and really get to see just what the entertainment might be like on the ship. I think they are going to have a wide variety of different kinds of shows, so that'll be cool just to see, just have comedians, singers, actual performance shows, and then I think they're going to have a tango show one night, so I'm really excited for that one as well. So we are definitely looking forward to the entertainment. I've heard a lot of good things about the entertainment and the different things that they have to offer, so that'll be a lot of fun to hop on the ship and get to see all of that. We also decided to go ahead and get a photo package for our cruise, so we're looking forward to being able to see what photo opportunities they have. They do have a couple of them already listed on the app, especially on like the formal nights, the dress your best nights, and then some of the other nights as well, so you know exactly where they'll have photographers set up and a little bit of what kinds of backdrops they'll have. So I'm hoping they are going to have the photographers set up just around the ship, especially in the evenings when we're getting ready and going to dinners, but I'm hoping they'll have them other times throughout the cruise as well. Maybe today when we're embarking on the cruise itself, having some cute photos for getting on the ship, as well as when we go to the different ports. I think when we get off the ship, they should have a couple of great photo opportunities there as well, where they're going to have their photographers set up, and that would be nice if we could get some really good pictures with the ship in the background, with the different ports and the locations that we're going, just to be able to have some really nice photos that aren't selfies, that we can have somebody else take for us. And in addition to the professional photos that we're going to get, we do have up to 100 photos, so we're excited to, for our 7-night cruise, be able to pick out some pictures that we like and be able to just choose those and have some really nice photos, especially with the different backdrops that they'll have, just some unique pictures that we wouldn't be able to get otherwise. In addition to that, we are also taking, of course, our phones, and we do have a selfie stick that also can be used as a tripod. So there are some limitations to where you can use that on the ship, and of course they don't want you hanging your selfie stick over the side of the ship or anything like that, but we should be able to use that hopefully in the different ports and in the ship around different areas. So even if there's no one around to be able to take a picture for us, we should be able to use that, set it up, and be able to take pictures that way. We really enjoy being able to use that when it's just the two of us, just because, we don't like for every single picture that we take to be a selfie. They always tend to just kind of look the same and be the same position, and you don't get as much of the area around you as well when you're taking just a selfie. So we really enjoy being able to take that with us and be able to use it. It does have a Bluetooth remote that we have connected to our phone, so we're able to take the picture and just be able to snap that when it's just the two of us together, and be able to have some nice pictures that way too. They do have some lists on the Royal Caribbean website of some things that are not permitted on board. Of course, the selfie stick is permitted, so we'll be able to take that. They do have a pretty extensive list. Of course, it's mostly common sense things, but there are some things listed that we didn't know about and were able to determine not to take on the trip. One of those things was an extension cord, so we're talking about maybe bringing an extension cord with us and having that, just because we're not sure exactly where all the outlets are going to be in our cabin and if all of our cords are going to be able to stretch far enough. But we were not able to bring that, so hopefully all of the outlets will be pretty close by that we can use and be able to make that work. And one of the main reasons we were wanting the extension cord is we got some cruise ship approved fans. We just ordered them off of Amazon. They are really small little fans, but they do hold battery charge, and they have USB ports that they plug in with. So we sleep with a fan at home, and that's definitely something that both for the temperature and also for the noise. I cannot sleep in a really quiet room. I don't know if the cruise ship room will be really quiet or not. So I definitely wanted to have at least just the fan for the white noise, and also I have heard it can get a little warm, especially on or in the inside staterooms, which is where we'll be. So definitely wanted to have that and just be prepared in case it might be a little warmer than we'd like, so we can have that to help us cool down. So hopefully they will hold the charge overnight, or if we do need to plug them in, we'll be able to reach an outlet pretty close to us. But we got 2 of those, so we should be able to each have one as we're sleeping in the cabin. And they are pretty nice because they come with magnetic hooks that you should be able to hook either to the wall or to the ceiling in your cabin, and be able to have them hanging up where you can get them situated where you'd like. So we're looking forward to being able to try those out. They look pretty nice, so we're excited to use those. And then another thing that we saw on the prohibited items list were clothing irons. So of course, when you're packing, especially packing so many different clothes for your cruise, you definitely don't want everything to get all wrinkled, especially when you've got things like your dress your best night and things like that. You really want all of your clothes to look as nice as possible, especially for all your pictures. And so without a clothing iron, I don't know that they have one in the cabin for you to use. But one thing that is a must-pack item for us every time we go on trip is Downy Wrinkle Release Spray. It is absolute magic. It is just a spray that you spray on your clothes, and it really does release the wrinkles. It just takes them right out. So I've been using that. I use that at home a lot. I'm not really great with ironing my clothes. I usually just spray it with that, and it gets all the wrinkles out, and it really works really well. So if you are going on a trip, especially on a cruise where you can't get a clothing iron, I would definitely recommend getting Downy Wrinkle Release Spray. They do have travel size bottles, so they're real small, and those are great to take with you just anywhere on the go. And you could even drop it in your purse if you really wanted to have when you're out and about if you've got wrinkles in your clothes. But it takes the wrinkles right out, and it's great. It's a great product. I definitely recommend. So we've got a couple of bottles of that, so we can use that throughout the trip. And like I said, I hope they will have some hangers for us to be able to use, so we can hang all our clothes up early in the week, spray them with some wrinkle release, and by the time we go to wear them, they'll be just good to go. While they do have some things that are prohibited to take on the cruise ship, most things I think are pretty flexible. Even on the Royal Caribbean website, we were looking up to try to see if there was a limit on how much luggage we could bring. And really on their website, all they really say is to bring a reasonable amount of luggage. So, that's kind of a very subjective term. What one person thinks is reasonable, someone else might think is too much. But it does seem like they have quite a bit of flexibility in terms of what you can and cannot bring. I have not seen anything about the liquid levels in your bottles. I know a lot of times on airplanes it's a very limited amount of liquid you can bring, but I haven't seen anything about that. So hopefully we should be good to go bringing some of our full-size bottles on the cruise ship with us. So we tried to pack as light as we could, but of course, you're bringing some changes of outfits for each day. You're bringing lots of toiletries, so for 7 nights you need a bit of things, quite a bit of things. So we hopefully have everything that we need, and we will be good to go throughout the week. It is a little harder, usually when you go on a trip, you think, okay, if I forgot something, I'll just pop into, a Walmart or a Target or something and pick it up. But when you're on a cruise ship, you don't necessarily have that luxury. I think they'll have some things on the ship if you really need it, but it is definitely more of you need to be ready for any kind of event just with what you bring on the ship with you. So we definitely tried to pack and think of every scenario that we could as we were doing all of our packing lists and getting everything together. So I think we are pretty well prepared for this trip. So we are really looking forward to it, really excited just to get on board. Definitely just minute by minute getting closer to our check-in time. So we are really excited. Another thing that we decided to bring with us on our trip are reusable water bottles, just that we could seal up and take with us on excursions. Royal Caribbean, we did not purchase their beverage package, which includes water bottles, and we're not taking any water bottles with us on our trip. Because we feel like when we're on the ship, when we go back to our cabin, we can just get glasses of water and take them with us. So the water, of course, is free on the ship for anybody, whether you have the drink package or not, just not the water bottles. So we'll be able to get cups of water, and then when we're going out on to the ports and to excursions and stuff, it's going to be hot. It's during the summer in August, so we're going to want to take some water with us. So we brought reusable water bottles, and we just brought one each. So we also got a bottle of dish soap so we could clean them in our cabin in between uses. Just, when you're using your water, you want it to be sanitary, as well as, just taking it out to the beach and getting sand on it and stuff. So we'll be able to wash our water bottles. Something else that we like to do when we go on trips, and we're going to be staying in hotels, is I really don't like using the bar soap they provide as my hand soap. I don't feel like it's as sanitary as liquid soap, and so we got just a bottle of liquid soap to bring with us. That's something we typically do when we go on trips, and especially longer trips. If it's just a night or two, we'll use just the bar soap. But for a 7-night cruise, and when we're going on longer week-long trips and stuff like that, we tend to get a bottle of hand soap that we can bring and have in our cabin, our hotel room, wherever we're staying. I prefer to have that. I think that's a great tip when you're traveling as well. So that's something that we packed and are bringing with us, and definitely grateful to have that with us. So we've got a couple of different kinds of soaps that we brought that are a little different than your typical just body wash you'd bring. So those are definitely things that I would recommend, and definitely will be handy to have this week. And of course, definitely one of the benefits of trying to pack light when you're going on a cruise is once you get on board, you can check your suitcases and your luggage, but your carry-ons are going to stay with you. And as I mentioned, the rooms are not available as soon as you get on the ship. It does take a couple of hours usually. So any carry-ons that you have, you're going to have those with you. So even when you're going to lunch or exploring the ship, you are going to have those on hand with you. So definitely trying to take everything you need and pack light so you're not having to lug a whole bunch of stuff around with you. It's definitely a challenge. So we did the best that we could, but we are definitely going to have a couple hours, so it'll be probably a little uncomfortable right at the beginning trying to take everything with us and having all of our carry-ons with us at the beginning of our voyage. But once we get into our room, we get everything unloaded, it'll be good to go for the rest of the week. I'm gonna finish up my look with just a couple of finishing touches, some lipstick and some setting spray, and then we are gonna go ahead and be ready to go and go get on our ship for today. So I'm really looking forward to today, looking forward to this week and being able to share some of our experiences with you. We definitely want to be able to enjoy our time. We're definitely not vlogging. This isn't a vlogging channel, but I did want to share a little bit of our experience and be able to have that as, like I said, a time capsule for us to look back and remember some of the experiences that we had on our trip this week as well. Definitely want some setting spray to hold my makeup on as we're going and being outside in the heat and everything, so that'll be great to hold everything in place. Alright, so I have all my makeup on and everything, so I'm gonna pop off camera and just add necklace, jewelry, accessories, all of that, and I'll be back in just a minute just to wrap up the video. now we are ready to go embark on our cruise. I'm looking forward to today so much. And I'm looking forward to this week and getting to share more of it with you as we're going through this experience, and getting to share again some pictures and videos, and just to share a little bit about just how our trip goes. But I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been on a Royal Caribbean cruise, or maybe another cruise line? What has been your experience with cruising? I'd love to hear from you, so definitely comment down below and let us know. And I'd love to hear more about your look, your makeup looks, and outfits that you have put together for cruises as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you would like to see more about our Royal Caribbean cruise coming up, all of the different adventures that we're going to have this week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post more videos from this week. Until next time, let's be kind to each other, beautiful to ourselves, and never afraid to make up the rules.